August was full of fun and a little chaos. We went on our longest vacation of the year, which was 1 week, and we had 2 birthdays. Did it all go as planned? Does it ever? Here are my wins as well as my mistakes. Stick around to hear it all. If you're new here, I'm Samantha, creator of the Frugal Mom Life, where I share money-saving frugal tips that have helped my family of 5 live a more happier and meaningful life. I want to start by talking about the goals that I had for August and the ones that I achieved as well as the ones that I did not achieve. But I will also be sharing the most frugal things I did in August as well as the least frugal things that I did. So if you want to know what they are, stick around till the end. I'm going to start with the goals that I actually achieved, and spoiler alert, I did not achieve them all. My first goal was to try to get the electric bill under $180 a month. We live in a rather large house, so it's not surprising to have the electric bill run over $200 a month year-round. So I've been working on getting that electric bill shaved down quite a bit. I've been able to shave off between $20 and $50 a month. Now, I was able to get the electric bill down below the $180 goal. And the things that contributed to that was we had cooler temperatures than I had expected for August. And in hindsight, I probably could have made my goal lower because I had forgotten that we'd be on vacation for a week of the billing cycle. So with the cooler temperatures and being on vacation for a week of the billing cycle, it allowed me to reach that goal and then some. We also had 2 birthdays this month, and this is actually the first year that I've been monitoring and trying to keep them below a certain dollar amount. So I decided to give myself a $100 budget for each of those birthdays. For my youngest daughter's birthday party, we ended up doing it at a state park, which was free. And then I ended up making her birthday cake, which saved me quite a bit of money there as well. Most of the money was spent on her birthday gifts. My son is a little older and he chose not to have a birthday party, so we gave him the money to purchase what he wanted instead. And there was one goal that I did not achieve, and that was the back to school shopping budget. I had budgeted to spend $200 in August for back to school shopping, but I didn't realize how many of my son's pants had gotten holes in them, so I had to purchase several new pairs of pants for him that I had not accounted for. So I ended up spending about twice as much as I would have liked in August for back to school. Now, before I move on to my goals for September, I do want to tell you my most frugal things that I did in August. One of those would be the birthday party that I had for my daughter. We had the birthday party at a state park, which was free, and then I made her cake, which cost me very little, just the items that I had to purchase to make it. And then my husband cooked all of the food on the grill. So we just had to purchase the snack items and the condiments and the buns and stuff like that. The second most frugal thing I did was I was able to get a lot of back to school items for the kids' lunches on sale through the local grocery store. So I got them on sale and then I prepackaged them and prepared them so that they would last the kids several weeks. That helped me save quite a bit on the kids' school lunches. And the third thing that I started doing that might surprise you a little bit is I started eating healthier. And you might be asking, well, why is that frugal? And that is because The items that I am eating are some of the cheapest items you can purchase. For breakfast, I will have oatmeal and I eat it with some berries. So I'll have oatmeal for breakfast. And then for lunch, I have rice and beans with corn and a little dab of butter. Rice and beans is one of the cheaper meals that you can make. And I'm one that I could eat rice and beans all day, every day. I feel like we all have a struggle meal that we could eat forever and never get tired of. Well, this is my struggle meal that I could eat over and over and over and just never get tired of it. So I'll have rice and beans for lunch, and then for dinner, I'll make something for the family and I'll have some of that. For dinner, I pretty much have anything that is within my caloric budget. And speaking of budget, be sure to grab your free budget planner by clicking the link below. In the budget planner, you will find the same way that I've successfully budgeted for the past 10 plus years. It's both easy and simple to follow. And did I mention it's free? All you need to do is click the link below to download it. Okay, so it wouldn't be fair if I didn't also tell you the most unfrugal, or is it non-frugal? The most non-frugal things I did in August. I have to admit that we went out to eat quite a bit in August. My husband had gotten incentive money. If he does good at work, then they'll give him this money as like a reward, and then he can turn it in for gift cards. Well, in August, he got quite a bit of money from that, and then he ended up turning them in for restaurant gift cards. So we used them and went out to eat more often than usual. And while this didn't cost us much, it was still not very frugal. Moving on to the next non-frugal thing that I did in August, we have a garden and I'll start tomato seeds in the spring and then we'll get tomatoes in the summer. This year I ended up getting several cherry tomato plants as well as Roma tomato plants. And by the end of August, I was just tired of picking tomatoes. So that means a lot of tomatoes got sacrificed to the soil. I'm not proud of that. I know a more frugal person would have picked all of the tomatoes that they could off of those plants. Y'all, I just got tired of picking tomatoes. My goals for September. I have several of them. The first one is kind of intimidating and scary intimidating. I'm going to try to get my electric bill under $120. Now, you know, I said it's not uncommon for my electric bill to be over $200 year round. So, you know, this is a little bit scary for me. 120 or below will be the lowest it's ever been. But I think it's totally doable. Last year, we got it pretty low. And I feel like this year, as long as the weather stays decent, we should be pretty good and be able to get it down there. My second goal is one that I haven't been good at, but it's not that difficult. It's just one that I like to procrastinate. And that is submitting my receipts to my money back apps, cash apps, money back apps, whatever they are. I need to get better at submitting those receipts. I have several apps that I use for this, and if you're interested in knowing what they are, then comment down below, and I could totally share with you what apps they are. So there you have it, the most frugal and least frugal things I did in August. If you liked this video, let me know. I could do more like this for each month. If you want to join in on a challenge with me, then feel free to join a challenge of your own like this. Every month I try to do a different challenge to keep myself accountable with staying frugal and spending less money, and it makes it a little bit more fun. And if you want more information about different challenges you could join, I talked about several different challenges in the video I did on budgeting, so be sure to check that out.